Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, the Ravens are not using Keaton Mitchell properly. I don't care what nobody says. Look, let me make sure I get my point across when I say this, right? So, the last game that Keaton Mitchell played, he easily, I want to emphasize easily, outpaced on-field plays than any of the other running backs combined. You understand where I'm coming from? He was on the field. He was on the field. My thing is, it's not always about, plays that you're there for. It's about usage. And usage can be looked at two different things. Just like how you can have a player on the outside that's playing more snaps than everybody else, but you're not getting him the ball. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm going somewhere with this today. So, I'm a football connoisseur, right? A lot of times, I'll go back and watch old tape. Of players that, that might have played 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And I'll sometimes compare them with players I played, semi-recently or current. And I'm like, that's a creative way of using that player. I can see where they have similarities in their game, strengths, weaknesses. Yeah, if he was going to be good, this is how you would use him, right? And I kind of laughed to myself because there's two players, that I witnessed and watched that the Ravens have the blueprint to use, especially the first one, since John Harbaugh was on the coaching staff, I believe, when he was there. And you're not using none of it to your disposal. You're not using none of it to your advantage. Not one of it. All right. So the two players that Keaton Mitchell reminds me of, and I know some people are going to be taken aback by this. The first one is Brian Westbrook. Y'all remember him? I think you should remember him. He was the scat back for the Philadelphia Eagles for years. And when he was there, he was doing some incredible things. In the pass game, run game, they used him as a diverse weapon. Setting up, because of his elusiveness, his explosiveness, they would set up pass plays based on him. Because the defense is like, bro, they're going to get him the ball. So if they became overzealous to try to stop him in this certain run front, okay, let's run that back. But this time, run that tight end right down that middle right there. Cover up that little hole right there. If he goes over the safety, goes too high, you sit in the hole. If he doesn't, go over the top. We're going deep. And they kept using them like that. Screen plays, out of the backfield, swing plays, wheel routes, everything. I mean, just being creative with this usage. And I'm sitting there like, whoa. I could see them using Keaton Mitchell like this. The reason why I find this egregious is because he was part of Andy Reid's coaching tree. Harbaugh. He should have the understanding and basic conceptualism to be able to take stuff from the past and use it in the present. Oh my God, this player is 6'5". He runs a 4.3. Maybe we can run he jumps, a 42-inch vertical? Maybe we can run some plays that Randy Moss used to run or Calvin Johnson because they have the physical body type to do it. You would think that's what he would do, right? Wrong! He doesn't do that. He doesn't do none of it. And I don't know why he doesn't do it. It's very frustrating why he doesn't do it. And I sit there sometimes being like, maybe it's because it's too old. Maybe because Brian Westbrook, if I'm not mistaken, never got the shine and adulation that he deserved because the Philadelphia Eagles did not want to pay him. I know y'all remember that there was a big thing back then that they did not want to pay him. So he didn't get what he wanted from the team. And I believe they moved away from him and moved off of him. But when they were using him, he was absolutely explosive. Let me show you this real quick because I'm going to go to some of his stats just to read off what I think this guy that we have can be in the game, right? Look at this. He had a season where it was 1,200 rushing yards on 5.1 yards a carry, 71 long for the touchdown or the play. The man had 7 rushing touchdowns, 90 receptions for 771 yards. Where would that rank for receiving yards on this team? Okay. Just saying. And those are quick plays to get him the ball in his hand, setups to get the ball in his hands, one-on-one plays, stuff like that, right? Okay, whatever. The next year, he got more attempts, 278 attempts, 278 attempts for 1,333 rushing yards, 4.8 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns, right? And he had another, look at it, 90 receptions for 772 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns. Andy Reid put his players in the most opportune place to be successful because their success spelled success for the team. You understand where I'm coming from? It spelled offensive diversity. It allowed you to be diverse in your offensive approach while still having something that you could hang your hat on. I know you haven't heard that term in a long time, but that's a lot of times when people say, what is the DNA of the team, right? Sometimes people are still looking for their identity. So you would have something that you hang, we run the ball, we run the ball, or a pass team, we're a screen team. You know what I'm saying? Something that effect. We're a fade route team. You have something that you're elite at that you can always hang your hat on in moments of difficulty. Another player that I was looking at that we actually have the personnel to run with was, and I think I brought this up before when Sean Payton had Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. The way he would use both of them, Gus, Alvin Kamara. Justice Hill is a good back, but he's not better than either of the two that I just named. He doesn't have the power of Gus. He doesn't have the explosiveness of Keaton Mitchell. Even though Justice is strong, he's powerful, and even though he's fast, he can make some people miss. But he's not those two. He's more kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? Keaton's to the speed side, Gus is to the power side. Justice is somewhere in the middle. I don't hate him. I love him being the third back. I love that. But there's football from just a couple years ago that we can find material on to use the weapons that we have even better than what they're being used now. And the crazy thing is, that's up to Monken. That's up to Todd. You get where I'm coming from? If y'all don't remember when Alvin Kamara because remember, they were begging Mark Ingram to come back when the Ravens had got him in 2019 because him and Alvin Kamara was literally lightning and thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder, boom, boom, lightning and the thunder, thunder. That's what they were. And they were a load to deal with. Now imagine a running back duo like that, or a running back duo that's being used like that with the additive of a Lamar Jackson also. What do you do? You see what I'm saying? They're not using the players correctly. They're not. As soon as they saw what Keaton Mitchell could do, you're like, we're featuring you. You're going to be a featured part of this offense. Cut, dry, period. That's the end of the sentence right there, baby. Having Keaton Mitchell do things out of the backfield, putting him in one-on-one situations with linebackers, which you know it's a mismatch, right? Go out there, make a play. You know what he does? Opens up the field for Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is down right now. Well, opens up the field for Isaiah Likely. Opens up the field for those Kolar lovers. Opens up the middle of the field for OBJ. Opens up the field for Zay Flowers. Gives Lamar more time in the pocket. Right? Because they're not going to send those linebacker blitzes much anymore, right? Because they're going to be like, hey, we send a linebacker blitz, he gets it out to Keaton. We got to worry about the safety making the stop. If he beats the safety, he's gone. It's goodbye. Kiss the baby. That's what bothers me. Having a player that everybody can see is special. And sometimes players really, some of the players only have 3-4 years of being special in their bodies. That's all they have. So you have to make the most of it quickly. That being special can earn them one extra contract. And then 2 years into the contract, after that, then it's like, all right, now they're good players. They're not no longer great players. But they got to get paid, and they got to give the team a much-needed boost, a much-needed shot of adrenaline. But this team, to me, our team, the Baltimore Ravens, is lacking creativity. And I always say that there has to be a purpose behind that, because there's no way you can look at a player like a KEATON Mitchell and say, hey, we're going to throw you one screen in a game. Good job there, guy. Now go try to pick up a block and keep doing that for, 12 plays before we ever give you another touch of the rock. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make nowhere near sense. But what do you guys think? Is Nitro tripping? Am I out of touch with what football is? Because I know there's a lot of football connoisseurs out there that believe I don't know football. So let me know what you think. Do you think the Ravens should be using him like how the Philadelphia Eagles used Brian Westbrook, or how the New Orleans Saints used Alvin Kamara? Let me know down in the comment section, please. All right? And if you believe the Ravens are not using him correctly, I really want to know. But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Before we go any further, I always got to give love for the people that are patrons of the nation. You know that nation. Donation. So I want to give a big shout out to two guys that donated $10 a piece. And one's name is Samuel Williams, and his name, and what he said, just keep going, brother. So $10 donate, Sean! Yes! My brother, thank you so much, man. That's love. It really is love. Thank you so much. I know how hard it is to make $1, and you're sitting there just donating, man. It really goes without saying. I'd be so humbled by you guys donating. I really am. And another one is Gregory Smith with happy holidays, bro. You the best. No. You're part of the Wunderkind family. What did DJ Khaled said? No. We the best with a $10 donation. The best. So look, man, thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. I love that. Thank you. Like I said before, I know how hard it is to make a buck. Look, we're going through a lot of stuff, and we're trying to build something over here at this end of the Wunderkind Show. And I know that a lot of people are struggling, but you guys are still supporting the channel. You guys have helped build this. For real. Like, all the extra stuff that we've needed has came through donations. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You've been amazing. For the people that do not know, check out the Patreon. There's 3 tiers for extra content. It's building. It's getting better as time progresses. Right now, we're in the fantasy football phase. And there's going to be extra stuff added to it. So give it a look. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate like these other two brothers did, at the bottom of the screen is a QR code. The QR code is to a Cash App. Cash App is located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. Once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.